Those were the 300 they got. And so the 40,000 and 300, those were the ones that bought, but then you had up to 65,000, and that difference are the ones that somehow made it here without having to buy them. I don't know what the deal. I never looked in Russia whether they got any for free. I think those were left over because they were part of the Land-Lease deal. They were part of the war, so they're getting airplanes and tanks and jeeps and things like that just as part of that program. And so then when the war is over, we didn't collect them. They just stayed there. And I think that's how Russia got them, or the Soviet Union at the time. Let's see. George would love a late Yota. Oh, FG40, Toyota FJ40. I love those. I think up until this last year, you could still buy them new. So every year they've continued making them here, and they're an awesome vehicle. The only problem here is they're kind of big. They're kind of like the military Humvee in the United States. It's just a little too big for parking and things. Well, the Toyota FJ is kind of like that here. They're they're kind of massive for our roads here and our parking spots. Craig, how you doing, Craig? Fascinating topic today. Thank you for bringing it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I never know how these things are going to hit, but I've been excited all week. I wanted to do coffee time days ago because I was excited to tell the story. And so you never know, it's like, well, maybe everybody will hate it. You don't know, but at least I enjoyed it telling the story. And I can't believe Craig, you're a long time listener of this channel. You go back, I don't know, a year. I think you go back to Ecuador. You've heard me mention the Jeep along the way, and I've told bits and pieces, but I never told the story. And it dawned on me, I felt like an idiot. Why didn't I ever do that? It's a cool story. Anyway, Soviet Union received approximately 44,000 to 52,000 from the United States through Lend-Lease during World War II. Right. I didn't know the amount. I actually would have guessed more, but I'm sure that's in the ballpark. Yeah, they're an amazing vehicle. I grew up working in a junkyard, as many of you know, from the age 10 to 15. And in this junkyard in the spring, it became a nightmare. We had about 2,000 cars. It was on a huge lot. And the roads, I loosely call them roads, the dirt paths, that would go kind of a loop through, I don't know how many acres, 20 acres maybe. It would just become quicksand. I mean, it was horrendous mud and clay. It was awful. And there were only two vehicles in that time of the year that I could drive back there. One was a Willys Jeep. It would go.